Hello and welcome. I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Some Guy Listens to It All, Chapter 4, Onewe. So just a friendly disclaimer, as always, these are just my thoughts and opinions about this group. Um, I'm not a music industry professional. None of this is got that kind of a slant to it. Um, this isn't an analysis of quality, just what hits me and how it hits me. So yeah, my tastes are solely my own. If I say something that offends you or your tastes, feel free to comment about that. Feel free to make your own video calling me out. Your opinions are just as valid as mine about any of the music herein. I know that I have some pretty strong opinions about certain types of music that obviously not everyone shares, otherwise that type of music wouldn't get made. Um, so yeah. As always, this is my top 5 of their music videos in the background. So let's get into this. So this is my 5th favorite of Onewe's as far as their MVs go, and that is Parting. So I remember at one point in a Facebook group that I was in, I was going through and taking suggestions and listening to the entire discography of groups. And I listened to Wall of Onewe because I desperately wanted to be in to Onewe because they were a band and they were from RBW, and at that point RBW was like my end all and be all as far as like K-pop companies go. Now I realize that is definitely JYP, but overall a lot of Onewe's music is just too painfully slow or low energy for my taste. Like, honestly, coming up with a 5th video for this was kind of difficult. Because whereas Parting here is actually pretty good, it's not really my thing. Like, I get music with feeling and such, but for me, I need passion. Maybe that's the best way to describe it now that I'm thinking about it. A lot of music that I like just doesn't... A lot of music that I dislike, even if it's technically good, even if there's no issues with the subject matter, it just feels like it's lacking in passion. Like, it wouldn't be fun to perform. It wouldn't be fun to be there listening to live. And I will tell you, like, as someone who's gone to a lot of concerts, a lot of music that I wouldn't just like listen to casually, I will rock the fuck out to live, because live just hits so differently. Like, I recently saw them on tour, and there was a lot more that I enjoyed live than I do when I'm just like listening on Spotify. So yeah, let me get down into the breakdown. So according to Wikipedia, they had some EPs like way back when, but those aren't on Spotify, so I just don't know. And I accidentally leaned on my keyboard. Sorry about that. So they had 1/4, 1/4 in May of 2019. Ring on My Ears was okay. Stars was way too easy listening for my taste. Reminisce About All, pretty much same. 0 and 4 was alright, but not really my cup of tea. So then, moving on to August, we have 2/4. Regulus was okay. Feeling Good was pretty meh, in my opinion. and I was not a fan at all of Love Me. In April of 2020, we had Q, we had 3 quarters, which was basically just Q, and that was pretty meh in my opinion. So yeah, like as I was starting to say, I at one point listened to their entire discography at the time, and I was like, this is just too easy listening for me. Which was disappointing, because like at the time I was a huge RBW fanboy, because 2 of my favorite groups are from RBW, and I'd also liked a few things from Onewe as well. Alright, so here, now we're getting into things that are way more my style. This is The Starry Night, which I believe I hadn't actually listened to before seeing them live, and it was fucking awesome live. See, that ballady voice there, I like, but only if it's got moving background music like this. Alright, so in 2020, in May, they dropped One, which was just mostly what was on 1 quarter, 2 quarters, and 3 quarters. But also, Crazy Good was alright, and End of Spring is, and I wrote this down in my notes, a fucking masterpiece, because it is. It is one of my all-time favorite just K-pop songs, period. If I'm making an upbeat playlist that's meant to emphasize or bring out a good fucking mood, it's going to have End of Spring on it. And I will probably gush more over that when we get to that video. And then If was pretty dull. One of the other new things was on there. Alright, so in December, they released Memory Illusion. Trauma Aquarium was pretty good. A Book in Memory, pretty dull. Eraser was alright. It just feels like it could go a little harder. So in June of 2021, they released Planet 9 Alter Ego. The intro was okay, and like End of Spring, Rain to Be is fucking awesome, man. Also, one of my favorite K-pop songs of all time. I don't know if I've expressed it yet on this channel, but when it comes to boy groups, I tend to like less of their discographies than with girl groups, but the songs that I do like, I like a lot. Rain to Be, also one of the things that almost always ends up on any like good mood playlists that I'm putting together. Aurora was pretty good, so it could go harder. Logo was pretty good too. See, AI was the type of song where I would need to understand the lyrics to make a real determination on whether I like it or not. Like, if it had good lyrics, and I could tell that it had good lyrics, I'd like it, but otherwise it just wasn't quite there. Veronica was pretty cool. And Cosmos makes for, like, nice, pleasant background while you're doing something else. So our third video here, going to be starting in a moment. Yay, Rainbow Bridge World, come on. Off-Road, if I recall, this is one of their more recent ones. This one's pretty fun. So yeah, I haven't seen a lot of boy groups live, aside from like people that have been in KCON the 2 times that I went. But when I saw that they were going on tour, and it was through Leo Presents, who have not really done me wrong yet, it's like, okay, we're going to this. It's like I told my daughter, we're going to go see Onewe, and then there we go. And we went, and it was fun. I can't remember which venue it was in, but it was in one of those nice LA ones over on Broadway. One of the ones that was clearly originally built for actual theater. Man, to have been alive back then. Yeah, but to quote another channel I like, the past is the worst. Or was the worst. But yeah, off-road here goes pretty hard. I enjoy it. Alright, so in January of 22, they had Planet 9 Voyager. Universe underscore was pretty meh, in my opinion. Envision underscore was a little better. Montage underscore was kinda alright. Trigger was alright, but it just needed like more of a driving beat. Orbit was probably the best on the album, in my opinion. And From was also pretty dull, in my opinion. Alright, so then May 22, we had Timeless. Roommate and Starlight were both pretty sapping and boring in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of sappy. Like, once in a great while, if I really like the lyrics and the music is okay. So I'm rarely gonna like sappy K-pop or K-rock or whatever. Then January 2023, Gravity, which was pretty much an English album. I pretty much feel the same about all those songs as I do about their Korean versions. Understanding the lyrics doesn't usually make that much of a difference. Even though I know what I said about AI. And then Gravity was actually pretty good. In August of 2023, we had XOXO. Salty Boy was okay. Omnipresent was pretty meh, in my opinion. Then we move on to last year, 2024. Planet 9 Isotropy. Beautiful Ashes was way too soft for my taste. And now we're loading. Okay. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure which one had been number 2 and which one had been number 1, because it honestly depends on my mood any given day. But here we are with Rain to Be. That's my second favorite of their videos. Oh no. Not internet issues while I'm recording. That's no fun. Sorry, it's just these two songs, this and the next one, are just so good, it's hard to talk over them. Although, playing in that much water is probably not good for your equipment. So as I was talking about Isotropy, Meteor Shower was pretty good. Count the Stars, definitely boring in my opinion, as was Kiss in the Rain. Pleasant was pretty tight, probably the best on the album in my opinion. I know I keep saying that a lot, but I just want to stress that because I know some K-pop stans can be really touchy about having differing opinions than theirs. Just want to reiterate, if we all had the same tastes, life would be boring as fuck and there wouldn't be nearly as many options out there for everything. Alright, so then in December of 2024 we had Secret Santa. Actor was pretty tight. We X Mask, definitely not for me. Alright, then this year we had, in March, We Dream Chaser. This was their last one before I saw them. And Alice was pretty cool. Starry Night, I mean, it made it on this list. On the videos up here, that was pretty cool. Evildoer wasn't my speed. It was good. It just wasn't for me. Traffic Love was pretty much like that too. Coincidence and Endless, definitely not for me. Rise Again was okay. Dreamcatcher was pretty cool, but could use just a little more like a little more something. All the Things I Love, Indelible and Soulstar, just definitely not for me. So then, since I started working on this video several months ago, I just have not been in the right headspace for it. Like, it's been, getting this video made and published has been on my to-do list for like 3 or 4 months now. But yeah, now, and then in just last month, oh, sorry, I'm sorry, it's December already when I'm recording this. 2 months ago, in October, they released Maze ad Astra. So Lucky 12 was not for me. Maze, you know, Maze sounded a lot like an 80s sitcom opening theme, but not in a good way. UFO was not for me. Hide and Seek is pretty cool. Trace was pretty boring. Diary and Beyond the Storm were also not for me. And here we are at end of spring, and oh my god, does this go so fucking hard. And seeing this and Rain to Be Live were some of the best experiences of my year. And I'll tell you, I went to a lot of custom concerts this year. So many so that I can't necessarily remember whether all of them were actually in 2025 or not. Maybe I'll do a video about that. That'd be interesting. If you'd like to see that, comment and let me know. Because I did see a lot of groups in 2025. It is one of the nice things about living in the greater Los Angeles area is everyone comes to LA when they tour. Oh no, what did I do? I accidentally hit a button on my keyboard. And I guess we're restarting end of spring. I'm not going to complain about that. I love this song. If I recall, I didn't really have a bias until I saw them live. And I think his name is Gyuk, the short guy. I think he's got the keyboard right now. Dude, he's really cute. And oh, there we go, yeah. His voice is great. Okay, no, it wasn't the guy with the keyboard. It's the guy with, I think, the bass. Which, honestly, when it comes to a band, is one of my default biases. But he was a powerhouse live, man. Like, they were a great show. I saw a lot of great shows this year, and honestly, they were up there. Yeah, I just cannot get over how awesome this is. Like I said, ends up on so many of my playlists. So yeah, so far, those have been my thoughts on Onewe. keep an eye out for Chapter 5. I'll try not to take nearly as long for that one. Although, I'm gonna tell you... Oh my god, I keep hitting my keyboard. Sorry. I've gotta tell you, that one is going to be a bit of a special episode. It's going to be a tribute to my at time of recording, all-time favorite K-pop group, Purple Kiss, another RBW group. And, yeah, we'll probably go through my top 10 of their videos, because there's no way I could keep it down to 5. I just love them so much. It took me a year or two to realize that they were indeed my alt bias instead of Dreamcatcher, and then Dosi has been my alt bias pretty solidly for years now. But I will gush about them in their video. It's going to be a bit of a special episode. So I'm thinking, I know I've been trying to alternate boy, girl, boy, girl. I feel like every episode ending in 5 is going to be a special episode for one of my favorite groups. So Chapter 5, next one is going to be Purple Kiss. So 15 will probably be either ITZY, Twice, Dreamcatcher, or Mamamoo. Because those are the rest of my top 5. 10th episode, and every other episode ending in 0, we're going to take a break from K-pop, and I'll be breaking down one of my other favorite artists. I'm not sure who I'm going to who I'm going to go for number 10. Probably, probably The Offspring, but I'm not sure. I have a tentative schedule for the videos through episode 10, but as always, if there's a group that you'd like to see my opinions on, let me know. I will put them in the queue. I don't have anything picked out for... Well, I mean, I have a tentative group for episode 6, but if there's a different boy group that you'd like me to talk about, comment. First comment gets first spot. And so on and so forth. Unless it gets to a point where there's one comment for, say, BTS, and 10 comments for EXO or something, then I'm going to put EXO first. But BTS will still get done. I like seeing the things that it picks next. I love this song. Even in retrospect, it might be my favorite Billy song. And this is where, Haruna just came out and said, "I'm your bias wrecker. I know Suki is your bias, but you're gonna like me. Because apparently I have a thing for Japanese girls." And my favorite Brown Eyed Girls song. If you haven't checked out Chapter 1 was Brown Eyed Girls. Feel free to give that a listen. Playlist of all the chapters will be on the end screen here. I think either up here or down here. I don't quite remember. But thank you very much. This has been Some Guy Listens to It All, Chapter 4, Onewe. And I'm some guy you've never heard of.